Well, today I've come to Poole. This is the bridge over the Wharfedale, very, very busy road, Harrogate to Leeds. And you park here, and as you can see, this is Sunday, so it's quite busy. And behind it is the Shell garage. They sell day tickets for this water. It's the only Leeds river water which has got day tickets. You buy them there. So it's a long length, and the bridge here divides it into two. So there's the upstream length, which is, I don't know, probably a couple of miles, and then there's a downstream length. So I'll take it all in this afternoon. Busy, busy road behind me. This is looking upstream. Standing in the middle of Poole Bridge. I'll have to look at the downstream side later on. So it means crossing this road. So I've crossed the bridge. There's a little hole in the wall here. And there is the Leeds sign. There's a view of the bridge and the river. Normal sort of winter flow. It's quite low actually. A little island in the middle. And we'll make our way upstream here. So we'll just come over this new style, and the upfield here, but later on there are willows lined up along the side there. And I suspect there'll be some wind noise on this video because it's suddenly beginning to blow a gale from the east. You can see the riverbank flowers. It's called a butterbur, and it produces its flowers before the leaves, although the leaves are just beginning to appear. And the leaves are great big things like rhubarb. You can see one of the leaves. So this is the second field up from the road bridge. There's some industrial buildings opposite. Renovated last time I came, a bit of a mess. And you can see an inlet there. And a sort of sluice at that point. I think this is an island. There's obviously an intake somewhere upstream which we'll probably come across. And a dam. Or a weir anyway, a weir. This is the fence which leads into the third field. You'll notice on the left hand side there's a wire topped fence all the way along the side of this field. So field 3 is quite short. You can't get access to the river from there. We go over this stile into the fourth field. You see the big farm over there. You can see this huge gravel bank on the inside of this bend, whereas on the outside where it's all been cut away, they've been piling up stones, and access to the river at this point very difficult. And of course, being on the outside of the bend, it will be quite deep too. So this is from field 4. It's quite shallow, it's wadable there. Chest waders, I would think you'd be alright. Need a staff, of course. Keep yourself safe. And a big gravelly bed on the opposite bank. So this is climbing over the fence into field 5. And there's an electric fence all the way down here. But there's a little foam cover on it there, so I assume you could get over at that point without doing yourself much of a mischief. And the electric fence comes along, and then there's a strand goes along the top of that fence there, which leads into field 6. but there's no style to get over. It's along this field here, field 6. It's a very strong wire fence, and although you could get over there, there's nothing on top of there. And I'll creep underneath it there. So under the electric wire on the road bank, the road comes round here down this run and opens up into this really wide space. And that over there is obviously an island, and the other half of the river, or the other bit of the river, comes down that side there. So it's like a sort of meeting of two waters here on either side of this island. So I would think it's quite an interesting place to fish. You obviously can't get up along the riverbank at this point, so back up to that bit of fence up there and climb over this side of it, which is not electrified. So I've just come through a gate into field 7. This little short field is quite long the other way. So, keeping close to the river, you have to climb the fence again here. There's no stile across here, but there's a gate further up in the field. And this takes you into field 8. I think there are 9 altogether, and this is field 8. And that leads us to this wonderful weir, a relic of the industrial past. Kind of complex of waterways. If you look on the map, just below this weir, it's obviously diverted water down there to power some kind of mill, which is probably a block of flats now, but who knows. Interested to fish in there. Isn't that just lovely? And just by the weir, there's some more otter spraint. Some otter footprints nearby. So as you would expect above the weir, it's deep, slow moving. Somebody over there, they're walking off fishing. Nice fishing. There's a really ancient sign. It's probably worth a few bob with it being enamel, although it's a hell of a mess. Leeds District ASA. So you can see the main road there from Poole to Otley. The other side of that wall. As I say, with it being above the weir, it's slow and deep. It could be a red kite. I suspect that's what it is, a red kite. if we'd have got into these geese anyway, they're all off. So this is the very top of the length. Again, it's quite shallow, quite slow moving. And over there are knotted lakes. And this is the very top side. Absolutely ancient, pre-war I would imagine, maybe pre-First World War, I know. I remember seeing another one at Mountain Bridge, where it disappeared. I think there was one at Thorpe Underwood as well, very similar to this, one of these pieces of metal. And there you can see the River Washburn, where it comes in, the very top. So we'll make our way back down to Poole. If you want to fish the top, then it's just a little simple walk across this field, not very far. You just park on that corner by those buildings there, where that monumental pile of gravel is. But last time I was there was a van there selling coffee and sandwiches, which would have been most welcome today because it's freezing. On a little road leading from when you cross Poole Bridge going towards Harrogate, you take a left. I don't know, I can't remember where it goes to. We're on this sharp right hand bend as you come along the road just past the farm. As I say, you're parking that lay-by there and you simply walk across this field. I don't know what it will be, 200 yards maybe. Well, it's 2:45 and I'll just make my way straight back to Poole, the bridge, and then we'll have a look at the downstream section, see how long it takes to get back. A couple of swans just come out of the river. One of them has a ring on, the other one doesn't. The cob there is much bigger than the pen. And a beautiful bird. Well, I'm back down at the bridge at Poole, and it's taken me half an hour to walk the from the top to the middle. Now let's have a look at the bottom, down at Castley. It's quite interesting here, I didn't realise, but the bridge has obviously been doubled in width at some time. I suspect that this brickwork at the far end is the original. And there's the joint. And that is the downstream side of the bridge. And there's a well-walked footpath all the way along here. So you can see here there is easy access to the river. And lots of clearance going on over there. I suspect the Environment Agency have been doing that. And that is looking downstream. It's shallow and wadable in places, we just have to take care. And down that run there. It's a mixed fishery, but it's probably better known for grayling. Although the days when those famous Yorkshire anglers like Pritt and Horsforth and McGeaney and Walbran, the days when they were pulling out bags of 30 plus fish, they've long gone. Which is quite strange because the river must have been a lot more dirty in those days. Everyone chucking their sewage in. So I've just come halfway down the second field and the runs, riffles have given way to this deep, slow moving part. Steep bank on the other side, so it's obviously going to be very deep where it drops in there. So this is the stile into the third field. Some young beast in here, over there. I'll go halfway along here and then I'll go back to the car and drive down the bottom end and then walk back up a little bit. So a culvert comes in at that point, and again very slow moving. This wonderful display of celandines. Unfortunately it's not bright sunshine. When it's bright sunshine they absolutely glow, really shiny. If you get them in your garden they're a bugger to get rid of. On a spring day, a wonderful sight. So I just make my way up these little steps through the hole in the wall into the traffic, edge my way across the bridge. I think that's a level indicator or a level measurer. Solar powered. And that's the river looking downstream from Pool Bridge. Over Pool Bridge. And a road on the right which goes to Castley Lane. The river comes back to the road. Going out on the river, public footpath. But anyway, just go over this bridge. I'll just park here on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. Just go back across that little bridge and take that public footpath on the left hand side. There's a nice weir there. So coming back up into this, what would have been the fourth field coming down. There's a little gate here. And I'll just walk up to that gap there and have a look. And then come back down to this little weir. Shallow, wadable, I would imagine. Typical grayling and trout water. And there's a weir, which you can clearly see on Google Earth. Go down here and have a look at it. There it is. Not an easy cast from here. There's some willow overhanging it. The pool below. There's a nice slack there in the middle. You can see fish sitting in there, snaffling things when they go past. Yeah, you got another lovely view of another engineering marvel, Victorian Bridge. across the River Wharf. So just continuing along Castley Lane to the very bottom. So the parking place here on the right. Rough. Be careful what you do. This is the very bottom parking place. And that's looking upstream from the very bottom. So that's Poole on this grey, cold April day. Yeah, we'll see you again. Take care. Cheerio.